world. It's Randy Savage 50 here, and today I will be speaking on home defense weapons. So as you can see, I clearly have three types of weapons here. I'm actually in my garage, so here on the hood of my vehicle. First you see at top, the AR-15, the holy grail, some people say. In the middle, you see a handgun, and on the bottom, you see a 12-gauge shotgun. Specifically, this is a Mossberg 500 12-gauge shotgun on the bottom with a 7-round tube, I believe it is. I have many guns. Sometimes I get confused. So 7 rounds in the tube, and then 5 on the back on this buttstock. In the middle, this is my Glock 19 Gen 4, which I love to death. Actually, it was my second handgun that I ever bought, and I love it. Up top is my AR-15. Well, one of them, I think this specific one is the ATI Omni Hybrid, I believe it is. Forgive me, let me look at it, that sounds crazy. Yeah, ATI Omni Hybrid. These are weapons types that I use for home defense. The only one out here on the hood that I actually use as my home defense weapon is this shotgun. This is one that I keep under a couch in one of my rooms in the house. This AR-15 is my rifle that I keep in my vehicle when I'm traveling. I keep it in the trunk along with my body armor. If you look at my other videos, you may have seen this weapon. And this Glock 19 is usually my EDC weapon. I don't keep it in the house for home defense. I have other weapons for that. So the purpose of this video is to kind of highlight your choices that you can have and why some may benefit the other. Obviously, the main weapon that people usually speak of is a shotgun. Everybody mentions that, oh yeah, the best weapon for home defense is a shotgun. I think it's all about opinion, and you can carry what you want. Whatever, something is better than nothing, especially when that moment happens. And some people like the shotgun because it's loud. They like to do the whole of the slide, the racking of the slide, so people can hear that sound and get scared and run off. Maybe that happens in the movies. Maybe it'll happen in real life, but maybe not. So let's see the negative in that. I mean, the positive, somebody sees somebody coming down the hallway with a 12-gauge shotgun, a big barrel, the size of a cannon. When I saw it, they're gonna get pretty, nervous. They're probably gonna get pretty scared. They're probably gonna take off running. But what if they don't? What if that just made them say, "Oh, now I know you have a gun. Now I can produce my weapon and fight against you in this firefight I'm about to have in your house because I just kicked in your door." So that's a negative to it that can actually help initiate in confrontation and makes those people do harm against you, opposed to just trying to take your property. This specific shotgun has a 7-round tube, like I mentioned. So I have 7 rounds plus this 5 in the back. That's 12. You good math majors, good job. That's 12 rounds. Is that a positive? No, you only have 12 shots. So in theory, you won't need all these shots to defend yourself, because I think the percentages is the majority of self-defense instances, only 3 or 4 rounds are fired. But why would I want to play those odds when I can have different choices up here where I can have more magazines and more rounds if I need it? So let's say you fire these rounds, boom, or there's a malfunction, boom, there's another person in the house, boom, there's a third person in the house. Because a lot of these people do not act alone, they do have buddies. I've seen many of instances where there are 3 or 4 intruders in people's houses, and this may not be enough. Why not ditch this shotgun to your wife, let her hang on to it as you pick up something like this. This is a Glock 19, like I said, there are no rounds in any of these chambers. I know there's some safety Nazis here. I'm not gonna do any picking up of them. What's this? 15 plus 1, so 16 rounds in here. Sorry, I have tons of guns. I get confused with what some of my magazine capacities are. Forgive me. Handgun is also a great choice. One of the positives to it, I would say 100%, is that the maneuverability is fantastic. With these big weapons, it's gonna be extremely difficult for you to maneuver through your house in a high stress situation where there clearly is a threat in your house. So why not pull this out of your nightstand, pull out the flashlight that you have beside it, or hopefully you already have it mounted, because if you have a weapon, you probably want to light near it or on it, and go down the hallway. You can easily tuck it in your arm, go around the corners, pile the corners, do all your little cool tactical stuff to create the best advantage you can while your wife is in the room calling 911. Now with that, let's say, do you really want to go out there and confront the shooter? Can you just bunker down in your room and call 911 if you're for sure, or have a thought that someone's in your house? Oh yes, that's probably the smarter method. But some people will do the whole I'm going to go hunt for it, but then you may be at a disadvantage because you don't know where that person is in your house. So as you're going to hunt, this person is actually upstairs already, and you come around the corner, bam, there he is, element of surprise, he gets you before you get him. Maybe it won't work this way, but maybe it will. So if you're confident in your abilities and confident in your house and your lighting and your all of that, go for it. I say it's whatever works for you. You want to stand a chance. You don't want to sit here and be a sitting duck. So I would say use handgun if you are less comfortable with any kind of rifles, or if your wife or husband does not want to shoot or carry something this heavy, go for a handgun. This is a 9mm. It has hollow point rounds in it, spear, gold dot. Fantastic round. I don't know the grain. I can't remember. Maybe 147 or something, 120. I can't remember. But it's a fantastic weapon to choose. People do mention the whole, well, I don't want to use such and such gun because of the over penetration. It's going to go through the wall. It's going to kill my neighbor. Well, all of these guns are going to go through the wall. All the rounds will go through your wall unless, see that finger, you choose some type of round such as a hollow point round and you hit your target. Now, if you miss him, that hollow point round will still go through drywall, and it may still make it outside or make it into your baby's room, make it to your cousin's room, whoever's in your house. You just need to be cognizant of your surroundings when you're shooting. You know, those 4 cardinal gun safety rules, those. So picking a good round to carry in your gun is fantastic. Specifically, a hollow point for a home defense would be great. For a shotgun, obviously those rounds are gonna go through. I haven't shot anybody with a shotgun yet. I haven't shot at I have shot at targets, but someone dropped in the comments how these would do going through drywall. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go through, but I don't know how far they'll go and how much when they will stop. Obviously, there are tons of ballistic type of videos you can find, but this is not that. So now we can go up to the trusty dusted AR-15. Why choose an AR-15? The maneuverability, you can lower this stock, you can shoulder this, you can put it above your shoulder and kind of get out of corners very quickly. You can do a lot of things with this rifle. Yes, it's long, but you can get an AR pistol, which would be a lot bit shorter than this little long guy here. I love it for home defense. I keep one under my bed. You never know when there are multiple assailants in your home that are armed with rifles, AR-15s, AK-47s, hunting rifles, you never know. There are tons of people breaking in houses, stealing high-dollar, high-capacity rifles, and it's probably smart to meet firepower with firepower. So why not pull out your AR-15 Chamberlain 5.56 or 300 Blackout or whatever you choose and go for it. 30-round capacity in this. Obviously, you can get a 30-round magazine or 32-round magazine for your Glock or your other handguns, but why not just get something like this that basically comes with it. $9, get you a magazine, boom. You've got a lot of firepower, boom, firepower. Like I said, many assailants may come. Your property may be acres and acres and acres and acres big. Why not get a weapon that you can put a scope on or a red dot or something where if those threats are coming and they've already shown that they're a threat to your life, why not have something that can reach out far to them that's good in distance? Now, some people are fantastic with handguns and shotguns and shoot them at 100 yards. I've seen it done. But some people love these because they're easier to shoot, 4 points of contact. The recoil is not as strong as certain handguns. It's a fantastic choice in my opinion. Now, if you want to choose a AR-15, you might want to put a weapon mount light on it and a sling. It's probably better to sling this weapon to your body, cut your light on and go down your home, go through your hallways and try to stop a threat. Now, if that situation happens where you come around the corner and that person's there, what's a sling gonna do? It's gonna attach this weapon to your body. So it's gonna be that much more difficult for that person to take your weapon from you and use it against you. Now, if you're really badass, you can have your handgun as well. So you can ditch that, do your transition drill, pull out your handgun and solve your problem. Now, a negative with this sling is obviously they can take it and choke you out with it, stuff like that. But that's where training and stuff comes into play, knowing your surroundings and knowing how to defend yourself and things like that. And you can get better. So shotgun, handgun, AR, the choice is yours. Obviously, I have all 3 types out and about. But if I had to choose one, obviously depending on the scenario, I would go with this rifle. I'd have to. Or I don't know, depend. I may go with this handgun for maneuverability. Yeah, I have some 32-round magazines, throw them in there. You never know. I don't know. It's interesting. So I think it depends on your property. If you're in an apartment, I would say get a handgun with hollow points. I mean, in a house, you have more distance than like my apartment's the longest hallways I had when I used to live in apartments, probably like 10 feet, maybe 10 yards, maybe. I don't know. Probably less than that. I had a little apartment. Now I have a house. My longest hallway is at least 7 yards, so 21 to 25 feet. So I've trained with that at the range. For my my back window of my bedroom to the furthest part of my yard is probably 25 yards, maybe more. But I train with that, so I'm comfortable in those ranges of defending myself with either type of these weapons. So I'm comfortable with that. And I urge you all to train with your weapons. Put yourself in situations, do drills in your homes with different weapons and your family members so you all can be prepared when the situations happen. Now, go hunt or hunker down. Some say hunker down. Go ahead and get your weapon, get your wife, hide behind the bed, beside the bed, call 911, go ahead and aim at that door of your bedroom. You can announce yourself that I am armed. You can announce, do whatever you want to do. And hopefully that helps and have that person leave. Or if it's somebody that you know, they can identify themselves so there'll be no issues with you hurting a family member. Because obviously that would be sucky as well. Oh, I took out my magazine because of this. Obviously a normal AR 223 or 5.56 rounds gonna whiz right through that person, go right through your wall into your neighbor's house. So what's an alternative to that? You can get some of these green tip rounds or a hollow point round. Hollow point round would do same as these hollow point handguns rounds, and once they hit your body, they say they're going to stop in you and expand in you. Similar with these green tip rounds, from what I've understood, they have like lead in them, and when they hit you, it's going to do a better job at stopping that threat, opposed to the normal round, the full metal jacket that's going to go straight through you. So choose a green tip round or some type of hollow point in your rifle to help with stopping at your threat opposed to going through it. Now, I can't help you with training. You know, some shots obviously you're going to miss, but I think in most situations, people miss a lot of their shots, but make your shots count, train so you can make all these shots get to your person so they won't go through your walls and harm innocent people. So make smart decisions. Here are 3 types of choices. Family first, life, liberty, and happiness first. You want to be the best that you can be and save your people. All right, folks, it's Randy Savage 5-0. Check it out here. Love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful week. Be safe, be smart. Take it easy.